Ang number 7, yung commandment says you shall not commit adultery.
I said that I have experienced feelings of loving others, not my husband. But I keep on saying to myself,
You mean
I
falling in
love.
love. You can love other
Yes,
people, but falling in love with other people.
yes. But it's evil because I know that there's an there. I really feel energy that comes in me, which is not good. And because of the sin in me, if I will allow it, it is already a sin. So I keep on praying and ask the mercy of God until such time that I overcome those things. And so I help also other people. When I see them struggling, I just say, Lord, forgive and cleanse. It's just easy for me to speak because of the strength that I have fight already such situation. So I am also thankful to God, even I sacrifice, but then I help others also.
Yeah. When my relationship with Warren was not well, then you start thinking of other people, which is wrong because this is when you say, "Forgive Father," because we don't know what we are doing. This is like me saying that to other people now. Forgive them because they don't know what they're doing. Because once you are closer to God, you will not do such thing. Um, so I'm pretty sure it's a lot of couples or partners in life or a husband or wife that there is some oh, like that they can fall out of love and they can fall in love with other people because they fall out of love with these other people, and then that's where there is that adultery starts. So I usually say, especially in this country in the US, there's like 50% of the marriage end up with a divorce. So sometimes you will say, well, why bother to get married if you just think 50%, there's a 50 chance of you getting divorced? Why spend so much money in getting married and then, you know, you might gonna end up getting a divorce. It's a 50-50
Yeah.
chance. So my daughter Shannon said that the reason she was saying, don't share anything that I say, but I'm gonna say it. The reason that people in the US have a higher rate of divorce, like 50%, because of the divorce is very easy to file. It's not very hard. It's very easy to file. So I think in our country, in the Philippines, there's no divorce, but I look like the wife are miserable there. When their husband is up to no good, the wife looks like 100 years old versus
You
their
know,
husband.
there's also a lot of divorce at this time here also in the Philippines.
But
Yet
there's no divorce. You're just go in separate ways, but you're still married to that person, right?
they are having a relationship without marriage.
So you're talking about
So
the divorce that's going on in the Philippines
they
is
are
because
living together. They are living together
without getting
wa-
married.
without getting married. So
They're
that's why
living together
it's
without getting
easy.
married, and then they
Yeah,
end up
it's easy
separating.
for them to separate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But those people who actually got married, do they really, is there any separation there or no?
there is also
But
many temptations
but
in the
is there a lot?
Philippines. You
What are the
know,
what is the
yeah,
percentage in the Philippines? Because
yeah.
there is no divorce there.
For me, for my own opinion, why there's a lot of divorce because of lack of relationship to God.
That's right.
They they lack of sacrifice, they lack of patience. You know, the big burden is in the wives. I also experience it, the hardship so much for my husband who is a drunkard, every day wanted to drink and sleep, drink and sleep, drink and sleep. You know,
Of
One
course, when
thing that
after
one thing,
you drink so hard and you sleep so hard because
yeah,
you have a
yes,
hangover.
it's already every day. You know, it's very hard for me. And then plus the family, then I am working, I am carrying my children. It is very, very hard in my part. Yet I said, I love my children and I want my children complete. So I
You want
keep
a
on,
complete family. You mean you want
yeah,
a complete family?
I want them to be completed. I always pray, pray, and pray. You know, the first mystery that I have memorized is sorrowful mystery, because even it is Monday, I also pray. I also make a rosary of sorrowful, or all the days is all sorrowful mystery that I am praying, and then I raise my hand and pray. But at this time, bumabawi, bumabawi, bumabawi. You know, I guess it is only a prayer that makes things possible, that makes that things is being fixed in our relationship. That's why we are now having a happy relationship. We're now
When
having happy relationship despite of still hardship in our life. You still have a happy family. You still have a joy in our heart if there is love in our heart. You know, maybe because of the hardships that I have already experienced, it seems whatever hardships that I have,
it's
parang
nothing.
namamanhid. Parang namamanhid.
So you're like you're used to it, so you become like may kabal na kabal din.
Yeah, I become stronger because of my experience. And maybe we can say that the trees is being tested if it is strong, if it will not fall during the every time that there is a storm.
So for me, when I interpret with this adultery is adultery happens when your relationship is when you fall out of love. Then you start of looking,
Having relationship to others.
yeah, you start of looking at a greener grass somewhere else.
Yes.
But here it says before you do that, then go and divorce this person first. But when you say that, it becomes like the kids are the ones, especially if you have little kids, they're the one who's suffering.
Yes.
I remember when my mom and dad, when Nana and Tatay fights, it affected me so bad that I told everyone in my everybody knows my mom and dad fight because I'm telling everyone that my mom and dad fight. And my heart is so heavy. It's like a big problem. I never have any problem. When you're a kid, you don't have a problem. You're just an easy go lucky person. But when my mom and dad fight, my nana and tatay fight, it's like a big burden. It's like a big problem for me. And I'm not, it's like I'm obsessed that they're not talking to each other. I'm obsessed that they're fighting, that it's like a big problem, like a burden. And I want them to reconcile. Like, it's just it's an awful feeling when my mom and dad is not talking to each other. And when they're started talking to each other, that's when I'm happy again. So I I feel this way that I promise to myself that when I have my own family, my own children, I will never fight with my husband. But that never happened. But I will talk to him right away. So every time Warren and I will fight, it's always gonna be me who starts it. Is before we go to bed, I already come and say forgive me because it's always my fault anyway. I always go and say sorry to him, and then he will just hug me and then said, "Oh." sweetheart, it's okay, So we always reconcile probably a few hours after I get upset.
Yeah.
So but
We're
sometimes
like we are like lightnings. Just will arrive in a sudden and a sudden will disappear.
disappear. Yeah, I know that we're temper. But then what is some the thing is, so we learned this when we get married. When my sister what got married, I heard somebody said, "Oh, you step on his foot so that you will be the boss." So of course I was, oh, that gives me idea of how to become a boss when you get married. Who's the boss in the family? And then I kind of like learning it from them that my sister said, "Oh, I want to live in he wants to live near to his family and I want to live near to my family." So I when there was an opening or like a lot, well, I bought it right away so that he can say, he don't have to say, "We're go back to my hometown." I mean, the lot is here, so you're stuck here. So it's like I learned those things. And then when I was in America, my friend's husband is American and she's Filipino, and she said every time they had a fight, she will say, "I'll divorce you." So I did that to Warren one day. I said, "I'll divorce you." And he got so upset. He said that he got so upset that he did the laundry and he forgot to put the detergent on the laundry. He gets so mad. So every time we had a fight, the first word just coming out is, "I want a divorce." So,
Ah,
oh my God. It's like this. I didn't realize that it's wrong. It's wrong.
yeah.
The divorce should not even in the plate. You should work it out, especially when you have a child. So when Shannon was born, Warren will do anything for me before that. But when Shannon was born, then we started having a fight because he refused to listen to me. By that time, I cannot control him anymore. So, and then we have a child, and I think his ransom is Shannon. That she knows that she has Shannon and all the stuff. So every time we have a fight, I will say, "I want a divorce," and then I will tell Shannon, "Shannon, I want to leave your dad." And I don't even know why I say that. And Shannon was only like maybe 4 years old, and we had like a big fight. And then Shannon came to me and she said to me, she was like 5 years old, "Mommy, if you and daddy got divorced, I will not go with you. I will stay with daddy." And I said, "Oh my God, I better stop saying that word divorce." From then on, I never say that word. I never say the word divorce
Her father is the one caring of him
of
and
her, taking care
of her taking of her, and she was well taken care and loved by Warren. That's why she speaks of it.
Yeah. So by that time, I said, "Okay, I bet that's off the table. No more, no more divorce word." Even I don't know why I keep on threatening him that, because I know that he loves me very much, and the only word I will say is the divorce, and he will do what I say. And it's wrong. It's wrong. Now I
Imagine.
realize that
Yeah, you just imagine your husband have done everything, all the works, all the jobs inside the house, which supposed to be the wife should help,
mhm. But
and you treated him as like just say, give me like this, give me like this, and he serves you.
well, the thing is, because of I guess this is a life of the nurses, right? The nurse works, the husband stays home
Yeah.
because the nurse makes more money. So, and the husband doesn't make that much money. So instead of paying for the nanny or for the daycare,
Mm.
they just end up just staying home to take care of the wife, and take care of the kids, so it makes the life of the wife easier, because of
Yeah.
course as a nurse you work a lot harder, and so you become like a breadwinner. And I
Yeah.
think I was a little bit unhappy about that kind of um, arrangement. I'd rather be the one staying at home, taking care of Shannon, doing the laundry, doing the dishes, and I want to be that reverse role. But then there's nothing I can do because Warren cannot work the way I
Mm.
work, or doesn't have that
Because of
kind of
his.
profession. And besides, he's a lot older than me. I mean, I have to accept whatever it's there in the table. So I have to accept it. But I think that's what happened. That you know, I got like probably like resentful. But
Mm-hmm.
I should have accepted that long time ago, and it's wrong. I know it's wrong. So now I realize that if I have a child, I have to tell them that if you have a if you are in a relationship, even not even married yet. But my best friend Andrea told me that his brother told her that if you have a boyfriend or a boyfriend, if you end up having a boyfriend, don't make you to be the reason for the breakup. Don't be the reason to be you the reason to be the breakup, the cause of the breakup. So, in other words, I think when we go to church, we pray, it's nothing if we are not kind. And if we are not kind to ourselves, and also we're not kind to our own family or to our own kids or to our own siblings, then it's useless,
Yeah.
because that's not God will not hear listen to your prayer, and your faith is useless, because you're like doing evil things. If you are mean to this person, it means that it's an evil thing. So I mean,
Yeah.
no matter how much you pray, how much you love God, if you don't love the your you don't show kindness and you're mean, then it's God God you're still not gonna go to heaven. It's
Yes.
wrong. So I think the before you enter to a relationship, it's nice to know the person, whether because you will not know a person unless you live with them.
Yes, that's true.
So I'm not so I told Shannon, in order for you to I don't believe in living together, because God doesn't like that. That you live together and see if you get along first before you get married. So some people are doing that. They live together first, and for some of people, the people will be buying a house and then live together, and then later on they get married. But for me, when you are living together, you don't what's the use of getting married? You're already married, you're already together, so there's no sense for you to get married. It's just more of a formality. So I think for you to I think it's still, that's why the last thing is the chastity, is the person that you respect the most, is the person that you live the most, because once you live in that person, you know their personality, you know their imperfections and all the stuff. But if you have that foundation of love, that respect, then I think everything will work out. Even this person is has a different background and different attitude and all this stuff. That's my
Yes.
own that's my own interpretation.
Accepting the limitations, respecting others, and accepting the limitations of and accepting of individual differences can help us go together, can lead us to have a good relationship.
Yeah, because in my opinion, when you get married to a person, when you're married to a person, you make that vow. And that vow is to be with this person forever, until either to eternity or to till death do us part.
Yes.
But in that vow, you say you will be with this person in sickness and in health for richness and
For
for
poorer.
poorer or richer. So those are the most important one, because in this country, if you become poor, they bail you out. They bail out. The partner bail out, either a guy or boy, or a guy or a girl. If the guy is sick or the girl is sick, the husband or the wife, the partner bail out, because they don't want the sacrifice. All they want is just being happy with this person. But happiness is not just having a good time. It's not just having a lot of money, because even if you have a lot of money, is there still that joy in your heart if you don't have any? Because the joy in your heart should not leave you when you are poor or when you are sick.
I guess because of easy life there, well, they cannot work hard and more harder to earn money, and they can live life happily. So maybe that is one of the reason of
Well, it's
impatience
not saying
to
happily.
sacrifice.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
say the word living a life happily, but it means that they can live a life comfortably. They can live a
Yes.
life in a comfortable life if you work harder. But then you have to remember, because when you do work harder, that's where the 10 commandments come, that you have to rest. You have to have one day of rest. And
And then one
if you
thing,
don't allow that, then that's where the breakdown starts
and I guess one thing is because of there is no strong relationship with God.
with God. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true, because the family who prays together stays together. And what saved our marriage is couples for Christ. Yeah. So I think I think that's true. When you get married, the priest told us, when you get married, um, you bring God with you.
Yes.
You don't leave God behind in the church. You have to bring God with you after, when you get married. So number 8 is, you shall not steal. Number 8
Yeah.
commandments.
Thou shalt not steal. Sometimes our teachings is only for material things. Also coveting the wives and the husband is also stealing. It is also stealing. Even thinking of others that you want to possess in our mind, in our imagination, that is also a sin of stealing. Yes, that is also a sin of and what is that? Ah,
Of
ah,
wanting.
ano to gani kagina? Ang daw siya not covet. Ano kaya? Parang tong nagapangimabay ko pang lalaki na kaya ito.
Commit adultery.
Adultery. It is also adultery.
Well,
Sin
for stealing
stealing.
is like, if you owe money, you pay it back. That's stealing. If you have money to pay and you don't pay back, that's stealing.
Yes.
That's dishonesty.
Yes. You are making others work for you and you don't pay. That is also stealing of others' right, stealing of respect, and stealing others. Not only stealing but also killing others.
Yeah, and also, corruption, like, you cheat or take any dirty
Yes,
money.
that is also stealing the money of the
Taking the
country.
money that does not belong to you.
Stealing the money of the country is stealing the money from all the ano for of all the people of that community of that country.
That does not belong to you. It's
Yes.
supposed to be for other people. That's stealing. So it's more about honesty.
Yes.
um number
Dishonesty.
number 9 is, you shall not bear witness against your neighbor.
Yeah. Witnessing against your neighbors, lying against your neighbors, that is really mortal sin. you
So
are a false witness to them, even you know what is what they are. They don't do things that you are witnessing. That is a sin.
you know, Kim just said gapanglibak.
Ah, yeah. Panglibak, iba,
Ta-
there are many
talking
ways.
bad
There are many ways of speaking others. It depends on
about
your and
others.
uh it depends on your intention. If you are doing it because you want to destroy that person, that is not good. If you speak the fact, it's okay. If you speak, there's good thing for the person that is also panglibak, but you have a good feedback.
A good feedback.
But
Okay.
yes, if you speak
An evil
of
intention and
yeah,
say bad, say you're yeah.
you're this you are speaking evil against other people that is already destroying the image of the person. If you speak the truth that they are doing not good, it's okay. It's
Mm-hmm.
okay, but we must speak it to them, because that is also our obligation to what you call this, to tell them that what they are doing is not good, to correct them.
But you have to say that in front of them, not behind their back.
Yeah, but if you speak it at the back of them, it's evil. It's evil.
Number 10, you shall not covet your neighbor's goods.
Yes, taking of others possession is not good.
Or wanting or covet is like the nahisa kablabi ang gusto.
Yes, jealous of others materials. So I guess
Yeah, like the guy that have this BMW and you want that
it's all
BMW for
evil. We need
yourself, but you're
to be
obsessed with
contented.
that.
If you Yeah, if you want to have the life that our neighbors also have, we must work also for that, but we have not to work hard for it, that we want
Mm-hmm.
to have our desire. If God is if that is God's plan, that he will give it to you, so be thankful, because not everybody is being created as equal. Our fingers is not all equal. So we have to accept things that God is created as not equally.
Mm-hmm.
Not all of us will be a doctor. Not all of us will be an engineer. Not all of us will be a nurse, educator, or whatever that we are admired, and the others are really very proud of summa cum laude, whatever is the laude. You know, those things should not be proud of. We must be proud of God, of making things, whatever gifts and talents that we have to share. We are there in that position because God is the purpose, and we must know we have to share, not because we have so much richness, and that is ours, that we have hardly done all these things. It is ours. That is already possession. We are possessing. Um, if we want to follow God, we have to share it. Our whatever gifts and talents. So not only having the material thing, but our knowledge, the different gifts that we have. So Erna shared the, they will be acquired for wiring us free. That is also sharing of the gifts. So each one of us has individual gifts and talent in different we have different gifts and talent that we need to share to one another.